former champ. He is the special one, Kell Brook, and the reigning, defending WBO welterweight champion of the world from Omaha, Nebraska, Terence "Bud" Crawford. Gentlemen, thank you so much for spending time with us today, and welcome again to everybody watching around the world. Kell, I want to start with you because back in February, you ran into the champ at Wilder Fury 2, and you flat out told him, hey, champ, you're running out of opponents, and here we are.
Here we are. I've been after this fight for a long time. You know, I think every fighter what puts the pair of gloves on wants to fight the best in the world, and we can't argue that Terence is pound for pound the best fighter in the world. So, you know, I've been wanting this fight for a long time. I'm more than ready for this fight. I'm in the best condition in my life. It's my time to become world champion again, 2-time.
Champ, what do you remember about that meeting? That was a great time we had in Vegas. The top-ranked family was all here. And I remember he stopped you. He said, hey, and here we are.
Fact check. I went up to him. He didn't come up to me. And I asked him, was he going to make weight? And that's when he asked me and told me that I was running out of opponents.
All right. You heard that. He said, hey, you're going to be able to make weight. And there's been a lot of concern about you making welterweight. Any challenges, camp, for right now?
No challenges. I don't know if you've seen any pictures of me, but you can see I'm in fantastic shape. You know, this is the best I've ever been in my career. As I'm getting older, I'm like a fine wine. I'm getting better as I'm getting older, to be honest with you. I'm not ballooning up in weight. I'm controlling my weight. I've been able to have top nutritional food to fuel me through my training sessions. So I'm ready. You know, I am ready for this fight. There's no excuses. I'm absolutely mentally and physically in the prime of my life, ready to go out there and get involved in a war.
Do you feel overlooked by the fans, by the media? Does that affect you?
Yeah, you know, there's no pressure on me in this fight, but I've put that pressure on myself, you know, to go out there and just to be great. You know, these people writing me off saying Terence is, you know, it's an easy fight for him. You know, I think Terence knows himself that I'm not an easy fight. He knows this, and I put the pressure on myself because before I hang my gloves up, you know, I've always wanted to bring the best out of me, and since I knew this fight got made, I've took myself away from my daughter, from my missus and my family, took myself out to training camp and pushed myself, you know, from the day one till right now. So there's no excuses. I'm ready to go out there and perform the best I can perform.
Champ, you've been in the bubble now a few times to watch your teammates. You think that gives you an idea of what to expect, give you a little advantage here in the bubble?
Well, at the end of the day, you got to fight the fight. Fans can't fight for you. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer that the fans is not going to be able to attend the fight, but at the same time, this is nothing new to me. Like I said, I done fought in arenas where it was 50 people, you know, so I know what to expect. I've been there before, and come Saturday, nothing's going to be different.
I want to talk to you and ask about Monday's media call, because Kell said he believes he can make you quit on the stool. That was on the media call. What was your reaction to that?
He's going to have to, you know what I mean, live up to his words. You know, I'm not the one that ever quit in a fight. You know, I can't say the same for him, though.
He referred to you as the pound-for-pound champ. ESPN's got you #1 as the pound-for-pound champ. Do you feel that puts a little bit more pressure on you when you enter the ring? Do you carry that with you? It's a mythical title, but do you carry that with you knowing that I'm the #1 on the planet right now?
Well, not really, you know, because I always felt like I was #1. You know, I always stated that I felt like I was #1 pound-for-pound in the world. So I don't see why people would think that it will add any pressure to me. This is, you know, what I do. And I'm comfortable with going in the ring this weekend like any other fight.
I love it. Kell, I want to read a couple fights here. Wilder over Fury, Honeygan over Curry, Lewis over Holyfield. What would a Kell Brook victory over Crawford rank on that list coming onto U.S. soil?
I think for me it'd be, I'd have to argue it's the #1. For what I've been through, and, you know, for me to come through not just take a world champion, but to be the world champion, what everyone considers pound for pound number one. You know, but I love a challenge. You know, I'm not gonna shy away from this fight. You know, I know how good Terence is. I know it's gonna be an hard fight. That's why I prepared the way I have. You know, I'm a big welterweight. I can punch with both hands. You know, I can switch. I've seen everything. You know, I've done this all my life. This is what I do. So, as warriors, we're gonna go out there and just gonna put on a great show for the fans what are watching it.
You mentioned, and you've been talking about your shape a lot now, sitting here on stage, about how great your camp has been, how you physically stay in shape in between fights. It's been a minute since your last fight. Talk a little bit specifically about camp, and you mentioned being away from family, what that's done to get you to this point.
You know, because, you know, where I'm from in Sheffield, you know, it's a ride away from the gym, you know, and there's plenty of distractions for where I live, you know, plenty of distractions. I always start tightening that diet up and the training, getting closer to the fight, and sometimes it's too late. For someone like Terence, I took myself away as soon as I knew this fight were on and give myself the perfect opportunity to knuckle down and realize why I'm away from my family, you know, to be great. And this Saturday is one of them nights.
Champ, you've been in the bubble. It can get pretty quiet in there, but I've got it written down here that your mother and your grandmother and a small, you know, Omaha contingency is going to be in the bubble. What's that going to mean to you, to be able to hear their voices clearly like that in the bubble cheering you on?
Well, it means a lot, being that, you know, I never really had too many fights without my family actually being there to support me. And it just added a little more motivation to me going out there and taking care of business come Saturday.
Kell, before we wrap up, you got the champ sitting right here. Anything you want to say?
There's nothing I can say. The talking's done. There's nothing I can say. All the work's done in the gym. It's just time to perform now. I'm ready.
ESPN. The main event will begin approximately 7 o'clock Pacific. ESPN, ESPN Deportes.